What is up, y'all? Welcome back. I get a lot of comments. I try to address those comments and respond to them and stuff. And a lot of the comments are like, bro, all of these other people out there be walking around talking to the camera as they're discussing the days and days and in and outs and whatnot. Hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe for me, please. So, if you're new here and you haven't seen my face, this is my face. I don't prefer to have my face on the camera. I don't mind having my face on the camera. I've done this for 3 years now. And I do see that. And a lot of people that we actually watch, Arms Family, Sandy Brock, Cog Hill, Blue Cactus, a lot of those channels that we watch, they walk around and they have the camera pointed at them and they're talking to you guys and they're discussing what's going on with their day and how I might show you guys how we did the milk machine today and all the stuff I've already done and already recorded. But I prefer to just show you the babies and talk about what I'm doing in the background. But if you're new, this is my face. Look at the lens, not at your face. I can't. I complain a lot when I'm watching somebody and they're looking over here instead of over there, because when you're watching it, it doesn't look like you're looking at the people. Drives me crazy. All right, let's get the babies. It's getting loud in here. Good morning, babies. All right, Frosty Mom, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming. Oh, sorry, I was zoomed in. You didn't. Tiny Herc, go get your mom. Oh, that's interesting. She has several babies running around her trying to catch her, but she ran right to Tiny Herc. I think she's trying to get separation from all the other little curtain climbers trying to... Oh, Mom! Now I see why she's upset, because she can't find two of her little beans. Come on! Well, were you sleeping? No, please don't go in there. Gummy, stop, honey. Stop. All right, come on, boys. Castor, Aries, let's go. Yep, already going. Come on. Come on. Your mom is frantically looking for you. There you go, Mom. You got them all, baby. Good night. Of course, you can't feed them all at once because it's like, whoa, Big Red. Oh, Big Red, your mama. Yep. I got you, bro. Come on, Ginge. They're boopies. You just ran past her, babes. There you go. Okay. Woo. Take the volume down. Take the volume down. Hello. I'll let you out too, Mom. So, I already shot all the video for today, kind of like prior to shooting this video. And again, nothing, I don't want to say there's nothing going on. I have a ton of soap to make. We're actually back into the eucalyptus mint soap. So 4 weeks from now, that'll be back up on Etsy. Reason being, and most of you know this, we grow all the mint for that soap. So chocolate mint, peppermint, and spearmint, we grow here, and we put it in that soap. And we only use fresh mint, because when you put dry mint in there, you start grinding it up, it gets very powdery, and that powder turns the soap a nasty brown color because all the fine particles spread out through the soap. Spread throughout the soap. Made of Red Bull, made of rubber bands and Red Bull. That's all I can say. Right back up there. So that being said, I'm going to start making eucalyptus mint today. And 4 weeks from now, that's our cure time. For you guys who haven't enjoyed our soap yet or who are new to the channel, we cure our soap for a minimum of 4 weeks. You cannot have it. You cannot touch it. You cannot use it for 4 weeks. That's our quality standard. That's where we set it. And we stick by that. Hi. Hi. Mr. Zorro. Need a name for you, sir. Ah, baby Snickers. So, that's what I've got going on today. I know I need to feed you girls. And we'll show you some of the babies. Zeus. You're glowing in the dark, bro. The light was hitting you just right. You were in the darkness. In Ohio here, we experience fun things like 82 one day and 54 the next day. So, you know, it's hoodie season or short season or shorts and hoodie. Once I break out the shorts, y'all, that's it. I'm not going back to pants until probably November, December. So, what we got going on over here? I'll try to show you guys everybody. Here's a little bit of muffin, Twinkie, and latte yesterday. Twinkie is coming into heat, and her little body is saying yes, but her little brain is saying no. So it was a very long day of listening to her run around while I was trying to work. This is what I'm listening to all day while I'm making soap. Twinkie's in heat. She could hear her. Latte's trying to give her the old licking kick. Hi, Mel, you big stallion. No, see, I know what you want to do. You want to sneak in there like you want pets, and then you want to bite my shirt and chew holes in it, you weenie. You big boy. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Okay, so over here we have sprinkles, sugar pie, queen cookie. Why am I bleeding? Great, who knows? These things happen. Tootsie Roll and what's your name? Drummy Drumsticks. So Mel is servicing these 5 ladies. Cookie only has eyes for Mr. Snickers, and she just mostly just drags the fence all day, throwing googly eyes at her little boyfriend here, her favorite boy ever. But Miss Cookie has never been bred. She's been bred several times. She's just never kidded, never taken. Okay, babies on moms, moms on babies. To be honest, at this point, guys, I see moms laying down throughout the day, and I see random babies that aren't theirs on top of them. They've just given up. The moms have just given up. They're like, fine, lay on me. I know you're not my baby. Hi. Mama said you were being a little love bug yesterday. Zeus man, why do you like to come up but not get pets? Okay, on your own terms. Okay, hi. Do you want to sniff me? Who's behind me? Roro. It's been a minute, baby. There's so many of you, it's hard to pet you all and love you all. I try really hard. Just chin scratch, your favorite. All right, guys, if you're not on the list, get on the list. Because we're getting really close to... What? Boy, this is Apollo. This is Ronan. We're getting really close to opening up sales of the babies, and H is waiting for Mochi. Hold on a second, I'll show you Moch. She's in here with, I still have some work to do before I can leave over here, but Puddin' and Mochi, and Mochi's due to kid here, I don't know, 4/27 I think is her actual due date, but she short cycled once, which means she came into heat. We bred her. She either didn't take or took Probably didn't take since she came back into heat a week later. So somewhere between now and the 27th, she's going to have babies. And what we're doing is we're waiting on all of the babies to be born so we can look at everybody to decide whether or not we're going to keep 5 or 0, 10 or 0, whatever. But she wants to get eyes on everybody to see who we have before she makes any decisions, which is smart, but also drives me crazy. I know it's the smart move, but I want to pick you, even though we don't need any more bucks. And Zeus, even though we don't need any more bucks. Uh-oh, I have erred. Excuse me, ma'am. That is not your food. Oh, baby down. And honestly, I would keep either one of Gummy's girls. The fact that she's started off pushing 36 ounces of milk. And again, I'm not going to recap the whole story, but if we had her milk tested and her mom hadn't passed, she'd be an 8-star milker. But we did not get her mom milk tested, which would have made her a 7. Then she ended up passing away. And then we would have had her milk tested. After her mom got her milk stars, she would have been an 8-star. I have no question, no doubt that she would have passed and gotten her milk star. But the amount of milk that she's producing for that tiny little thing, she barely looks like she has an udder at all. And comparatively, some of these girls like Ginger and Mooney, wherever she is, have just these massive udders, and they still don't produce near as much as her. So I would keep either one of her girls, which would be Javachino and Frappe, wherever she is, Frappy, just as dairy herd, as dairy stock. Hi, I would keep you for your beauty. That's the problem, is like they're also uniquely beautiful this year. Like, I don't even know what you are still. I think we're gonna have to list you as a Couclair, but I don't know. I still don't. You're just so pretty. Understated beauty. I have a couple every year that maybe the camera doesn't quite do them justice, but there's nothing flashy or fancy. They're just absolutely beautiful. Understated beauty. Just absolutely beautiful. Hi. I'm not keeping you because you're a Couclair. So I don't need any more of that in my life. But there's a few girls, Java and Frappuccino, I would for sure want to keep. Mooney had 4 boys, so that throws that all out the window. I would keep any one of them for breeding, especially Tiny Herc. I don't know if I want to make smaller Nigerian dwarfs than we already have. I'm not sure about Mississippi babies. But I don't know, you know. It's her first time milking. She's doing really well. She milks really nicely. She has great teats. So there's so many good qualities going on, and a lot of flash and beauty and subtle beauty and right in your face beauty. And get her done, boys. Apollo's a little big for you guys. I am Zorro, sir. All right, I'm gonna go out on that. Okay, guys, so real quick. This is the milk machine. This is a 9-liter pail. H is somewhat of a, well, apparently she's a master of all things. Spreadsheets. It can be found on the internet for a reasonable price, or cheaper than everybody else is selling it for. She'll find it. This was a phenomenal deal. You guys know, like, I'm not gonna just try to push stuff on you. That I don't care about that. That's pointless. To me, I want something that functions, works well, is rugged because goats, and is of good quality and lasts. My other one broke because I dropped this thing about 8 times. I finally cracked the casing and screwed up the piston inside. I tore it apart and fixed it, but when I put it back together, I didn't feel right about how the suction was working. It was pulling too hard on the girls, even when I turned it down. So we ended up having to buy another one. So this is Esperora, I think. I don't know how you actually say it. But this is a 9-liter stainless steel, and it's good stainless. If you guys get bad stainless steel, you're gonna know the first time you put goat milk in it, because the acidity levels and whatever, I'm not quite sure what the goat milk does to the metal. But if you put goat milk in bad stainless, cheap stainless, it'll get this gray sheen on top of it. It'll rise to the top, and it has to be something, either the metal is affecting the goat milk or the goat milk is affecting the metal, or both. So you'll know right away. It'll have this black sheen on the top of the milk. So this actually, somebody requested last night that if I could go over this, because I don't know if they're interested or what, but these inflations actually came with the milker. You can buy it for goat or you can buy it for cow. And of course, the link will be in the description of the video below. But the inflators came for goats, and they work great for Nigerians. I'm not familiar enough with bigger goats to know if their teats would fit in there or not. It's roughly about the size of my thumb. I have normal size hands. Everybody always asks, do you have normal size hands? Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I wear a size large glove, I don't know. This one actually has an interesting feature to it. Now you gotta watch, because they've started doing some trickery out there. They have some that they call automatic, which means you just press a button and it turns on. You can't adjust the suction. I'd never pull full suction on these girls. When I first started using these, it caused some bleeding. So I can turn it on, and then I'll turn it down. About right there is where I like it. That works great for the girls. And okay, so the other things the companies have been doing is they'll say the pump is automatic with adjustable suction. But what they're doing is they're putting these little twist valves right here. So the further you twist it, the more you reduce the suction. Now I've got to figure out how to twist each one to make it perfect for each goat, blah, 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 blah. Pain in the butt. I like the adjustable right here on the knob. Turn it on, turn it down, done. Now this actually has two different functions. This has a pulsation switch. I don't know why they did that. My old one didn't have this. It was always on pulsate. And what the pulsation does is you'll hear it like, it'll kind of stop the motor so the suction can pull the milk out of the hoses, and then it'll ramp back up suction. So it kind of pulsates, kind of like that. Otherwise, it's just on full pull all the time. And even with the pulsation, I struggle with clearing some of the lines on some of the girls that are producing, 36 ounces, 36 ounces at a time per milking. I do struggle a little bit with pull, and you guys saw that in yesterday's video with Mooney. This light here just indicates that it's on. This is the plug-in, super simple. So what this is and does, basically tube number 1 is the suction tube. And if you were to follow that tube, try to get back a little bit, it leads to right here on the top. And that tube right there sucks compression inside of here. And this is soft rubber, so it makes that tube compress in there and actually, massage the nipple, the teat. Suction number 2 goes from the machine. I should have did this one at a time. From the machine into the top of the bucket. Right there. That's what is creating the negative, I guess, suction. It's going to suck all the air out of the container, out of this container. It's pulling air out of here. This has got a rubber ring seal inside. Let me just pop it open for you guys. It's rubber gasketed so that it doesn't leak air. Because as this pulls air out of the can, hose number 3 creates the suction to pull the milk in. So this pulls air out of the can, this pulls milk in out of the goat into the can. It has a really nice, this is like a check valve almost. Do you see it fall down right there? So if when you're milking, if your can gets full, this will go up. It's upside down, so it's more difficult. Work with me here. I have one hand. This will slide up and see if I can do it. This will slide up and block the suction hole, and it'll stop allowing milk to be pulled out of the goat. If that check valve is not there, what it'll do is it'll suck milk up out of the pan and into the motor and ruin it. Very simple technology. You basically close these. That creates a sealed canister. You suck the air out of the canister, which creates suction on hose 3, which pulls milk out of the goats. The other hoses are up here just to create the pull and the compression on the teat to kind of basically mimic the milking process. And that's it. Turn it on, turn it up. I'll turn the pulsation on so you can hear it pulsate. That's what the pulsation does right there. So that actually compresses, you can see it compressing there and basically milks the teat. Now what I don't like is if you leave this pressed, even without the engine on, it still tries to, it's doing whatever it's doing there, and that will not turn off. I had it sitting on the counter yesterday and I kept hearing this weird noise. I didn't know what was happening, and I realized I had left that button on. So it would drain your battery. It would just sit there all day and keep pulsating, and I don't know why they've done it that way, but that is the way they've done it. So this is the S Aurora, excellent quality, only to provide you with better service, 9-liter, blah, 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 goat, milk, cow, llama, zebra, whatever milking machine. It's basically a Temu description or an Amazon description where they just throw every word under the sun in there that basically fits. I kind of wish they would make these hoses like stinky or something. Stinky for goats or cows, because the goats like the gumminess. It's like chewing a gummy bear or something. And the goats tend to like the gumminess of those hoses. Sorry guys, I'm not any good at what I do here. The goats really, really like the gumminess of this, and they will chew a hole right in it, which can be fixed with electrical tape. Okay, I gotta get this party started, guys.